is named halcyon days. It signifies prosperity, liberation, tranquility, and that's where Karl is at in his 80th year, surrounded by nature and organic architecture. This mix of nature and architecture is no accident, of course. It reflects the original and distinctive jewelry he created over several decades, inspired by the organic forms of nature and the clean lines of architecture. And he continues to create, ceramics now, but still in organic and architectural shapes. The common thread in Karl's house design, ceramics, and jewelry is the way he's approached them, experimentally and essentially self-taught. He came to Vancouver in 1952 as a watchmaker, but it didn't take long for him to embrace the challenge of becoming a jeweler and goldsmith.
You always experiment. You always got to experiment.
One slight problem, he had no formal training. When he put torch to metal, he had no real idea what would happen.
When you take metal and you overheat it, let's say, it distorts in a way that it becomes totally organic.
Every piece was an adventure, an accident.
Oh yes, definitely. It's a great adventure to work that way.
And this is where the artist comes in. He had to see the beauty in the happy accidents.
And suddenly you look at it and you say, this is right.
To repeat and embellish those happy accidents, he kept looking for more inspiration in nature.
Yes, you have to be able to see things, you know, like a beautiful bark and the way that ivy clings to it, and sea foam that you see on the beach when you see the water come in and retreating and it leaves a foam. Tidal pools was a great thing to do for a while.
His organic pieces were instantly popular.
It happened with the first 5 pieces practically, so there wasn't much time to be surprised. At that point I had to produce.
That meant he had to hire goldsmiths, which led to another problem, which he turned into another opportunity.
I had very highly trained goldsmiths that were very unhappy having to do this organic. So I was lucky enough to look at my architectural background and have those people then do what they were good at, namely high precision.
His new architectural jewelry was the opposite of his organic pieces.
Architectural jewelry is hard-edged. It's round or square, and if it's round, it has to be perfectly round or clean, perfectly square, and perfectly clean and perfectly polished.
And his clients were perfectly delighted with the new designs. The love affair continued.
Yes, I would say with all my good clients, it's a love affair, yes. You know, we greet each other, we see each other, and after years, and they still say, oh, look, you know, I'm still wearing that. And it was a wonderful time, wonderful creative time.
It all comes down to a couple of essential things about Karl: his belief in the Japanese concept of the beauty of imperfection, and his life motto, which is inscribed over his fireplace.
I'm satisfied to have tried, and trying is really the adventure in life. You try things. You know. And Samuel Beckett said something which I have hanging in my studio, and it says, have you ever tried and failed? Never mind, try again and fail better.